Yeah.
Thanks, Jim. No pressure, right? It's probably going to be a little bit longer than 2 to 3 minutes. And also, Greg, sorry about the evaluation sheet. I tried to print it off last night, and mystically my printer printed off the back sheet of the ream of paper that you get that says, this is 100% recycled paper. And that's not going to help Greg. So I'll send it out.
Lesson learned to in an evaluation form.
Yes, sir. And I will send that out to you tonight. Your intro was awesome. Immediately you hooked us into it. We knew a little bit about what the topic was going to be, but you threw something out there for us to run after, and then you did it again, and it kept us curious. And I really, really, really liked who wants to be Robin when you can be Batman. I think that is just fantastic, and I think it's going to go really well with the audience. It did here, I think. I liked the part, we're not necessarily supposed to thank the audience, but I liked how you did that in the introduction. It's obviously different than just doing a Toastmaster speech, and so I think it's important to recognize everybody's willingness to be there, and I really appreciated that. Your intro slide was really good. You didn't just read the words on the PowerPoint. You gave us 3 bullet points to look at, and as we're looking at the bullet points, you're reiterating each point, and that to me is really special because I see lots of PowerPoints every day, and sometimes it's just paragraph, 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 and that's not the point of the PowerPoint. So I think that you did really well in getting that point across. When you started, I think the March of Jobs was at what you called the scene. Is that what that's called, the March
On Washington, the jobs and freedom.
That picture that you painted there was perfect. It was, I could feel myself there, picturing myself in Washington, feeling that 83 degrees and being so appreciative that it's 83 and not 103 in DC. And then just an amazing buildup going up to Dr. Martin Luther King's speech. We all know who you were talking about before you even said his name. And that just, to me, was just an excellent way of telling that story because it continued that picture that you painted us, and then you built up the story behind the picture that you painted us. Overall, throughout the speech, you had really great emphasis. Your tone was really good. I love the Captain America quote, and I love how you built it up. You gave the crowd a little bit of personal participation to where, picture the sound in your head, right? That's engaging the crowd without asking the question, and I thought that was really effective. Really like the 3 points as far as communication, emotional intelligence, and adaptability. I'm glad you picked communication to share with us. I would have loved to see the other 2, but communication I think is a good way to start.
Yeah.
I love the quote of, "We don't need more people who can just get the job done. We need leaders." Great closing. I loved the call to action. Your speech was so empowering and very inspirational. Mystical even, Greg.
Nice.
Good.
Overall, I liked the use of the PowerPoint slides. Like I said, I see PowerPoints every day, and you had a little bit of variety. I imagine that would continue throughout with the whole entire PowerPoint. You had the Captain America quote, which was effective, and then you also had the bullet points, as I mentioned. The only piece of challenging feedback I have, and I of course didn't see the whole PowerPoint, but this I think would be a really good PowerPoint to have some graphics.
Yes.
On your first one, you could have Superman doing
Yeah.
this, or Batman / Robin when you make that point. It kind of just, the topic is extremely engaging and exciting, but even for 3 hours, it's nice to have a little bit of a visual reprieve. Your speech purpose is to inspire the audience. I know we're inspired, and I can only imagine that your workshop audience is inspired. And overall, just a wonderful job. Every time you come up here, you truly show your experience, your ability to tell a story, your ability to get the crowd's mind engaged in the way that you want it to. I know my creative juices were flowing the whole time that you were telling a speech, and the inspiration was also flowing. And the only question I have is, where do I sign up for this workshop?
Yeah, I'll let you know.
Thank you, Greg.
More people.